Hello Whovians, it's Monday. Hello Whovians, it's Monday. Okay, so this has to be really quick and as concise as I can make it because I seriously don't have time. You don't understand, I don't have time. First of all, Kira, so good to see you yesterday. I'm so glad that your camera's been fixed and that you were able to come join us in the channel that you created. Okay, so Day of the Moon. The episode opens up with 3 months later, which I actually really enjoyed. I thought that was so well done. I really love the enemies that you can't just defeat instantaneously or within a day or within a few hours, where you have to actually put time and effort into it, where it's not an easy solution. It's something that you have to work around. I love when that happens. So the fact that it was 3 months later, I really enjoyed. The tick marks were great. That was so creepy. Yeah, River Song really does like to jump off of stuff. Like a lot. A lot. I think I mentioned this last time. I am not a River Song hater, and oh man, do I just love River Song right now. I can definitely feel for the people that hate her. I can understand. And Kira, you said that you don't like her, and I completely understand that. I just don't feel that way, and I can't explain why I don't feel that way, but I just don't feel that way. And oh my god, the beard. And I just adored Canton basically throughout the entire episode. I liked him last time just fine, but he didn't make the biggest impression on me, and he had such an opportunity to be this personality that I really enjoyed in this episode. Also really enjoyed the creepiness factor. I thought that was great. As I said last time, I think the alien is fantastic. Loved the little beepy thing. That's great. Loved the cuts where you can see, when you watch it 2 or 3 more times, where the encounter happened, but you as the audience don't actually experience the encounter. I love that. That just adds to the creepiness. It adds to the complexity of the situation. It adds a lot of dimension to the plot, I feel. P.S. Just Rory Williams. Just Rory Williams. He is, without question, the best person in the universe. Loved River actually getting to be a badass for once. She's usually just actually, as everyone says, presented as a badass, and then that's never verified or like given evidence to. Really loved that she got a chance to be a badass. Really loved the physicality of the example of the doctor kissing River and then going, "We've never done that before." That moment where she realizes that she will never be kissed by the man she loves ever again for the rest of her life. That was really painful, and I felt like that was the kind of physical, you can grasp it, you can feel it example that I really wanted from River's speech to Rory in the last episode. P.S. They are actually officially called the Silents or the Silents. I'm not amused. I feel like that's a really stupid name, and I'm not pleased. But, you know, whatever. It's their prerogative to call monsters stupid things. Also, the doctor's plan for how to deal with them I thought was really genius. I just loved it. I don't think I've actually directly heard anyone say this, but I think one thing that people won't like about it is how cruel it is, and the fact that the doctor has given the execution order for them. But the thing that people never want to remember is the doctor is actually a very cruel person, and that he kills people all the time, particularly indirectly. Like, for instance, the family of blood in that episode that I can never remember the name of, where the doctor has hidden his doctorness in the fob watch. The things that he did to the members of the family of blood, holy crap. Also, in the very first episode of the new series with Christopher Eccleston, he just blatantly is like, "Yes, Cassandra, I could save your life. I'm not going to." And then she goes splat. The doctor kills people all the time. So the fact that he damned the Silents to such a horrific fate, really terrifying, but generally very in character for the doctor. And then this whole thing about Amy being pregnant. As far as what the child is, I'm hesitant to believe the extraordinarily obvious that's being pushed upon us, that it's Amy's baby and it's just got a time head, as it were, because she's been riding around in the TARDIS so much. I'm hesitant to believe that, just because that's really, like, the most obvious answer. However, a lot of times on Doctor Who, the most obvious answer has been the correct one, so I'm not really sure how to feel about that. The only other thing I can imagine is that while the Silence had Amy for that, like, couple of days or even couple of hours, however long it was, I don't know if they were lying, it would be really, really easy to artificially inseminate her without her knowing. The question would then become, how did they get a hold of Time Lord DNA? Which, while not impossible, is definitely tricky, and I'd be interested to see when and how that happened. Okay, so, Egan, I will see you tomorrow, and catchphrase.